Imagine walking through one of the oldest rainforests in the world. The air is cool, birds sing from the canopy, and wildlife moves freely through the forest. Now, imagine that same forest divided by highways, plantations, and human development. This is the reality facing Malaysia today. Malaysia is recognized as one of the world's 17 mega-diverse countries, home to thousands of plant and animal species found nowhere else on Earth. However, one of the greatest threats to this biodiversity is habitat fragmentation caused by deforestation. Habitat fragmentation occurs when a large continuous forest is broken into smaller and isolated patches. Although trees may still remain, the forest is no longer connected, making it difficult for wildlife to move freely. In Malaysia, habitat fragmentation is mainly caused by commercial logging, agricultural expansion, especially oil palm plantation, urban development and road construction. One of the most well-known examples is the Central Forest Pine, a network of 4 major forest complexes in Peninsular Malaysia. Unfortunately, developments such as the RHOBIA'TUL highway have divided important forests like the Belum Temenggung into separate fragments. These fragmented forests may appear healthy from above, but underneath they are becoming increasingly isolated. This raises an important question. What happens when wildlife can no longer move between forests? To answer that, let's examine how habitat fragmentation affects ecosystem, wildlife, and human communities.
Habitat fragmentation has a serious consequences for ecosystem. When forests are broken into smaller patches, more forest edges are exposed to sunlight and wind. As a result, temperature increase, humidity decrease, and the natural forest environment change. These changes reduce biodiversity and make it difficult for many native plants and animals to survive. Wildlife is among the biggest victims of habitat fragmentation. Large mammals such as the Malayan tiger and the Asian elephant require extensive forest area to search for food, find mate, and maintain healthy population. When forests become isolated, these animals are trapped in the small habitat. As population become isolated, inbreeding increase, reducing the genetic diversity and making species more vulnerable to disease and extinction. Road built through forests also increase wildlife roadkill. One tragic example is the endangered Malayan tapir, which frequently become a victim while attempting to cross highway. The impact also extends to people. As wildlife lost their habitat, elephants increasingly enter plantation and village in search for food. This human-elephant conflict damage crop, destroy property, and sometimes result in injuries or loss of life. Fragmented forests are also less effective at regulating water flow, increase the risk of flooding and soil erosion. Clearly, habitat fragmentation is not just about environmental issue. It affects biodiversity, the economy, and the safety and the well-being of Malaysian community.
To address habitat fragmentation, Malaysia has introduced several conservation initiatives. One major effort is the Central Forest Pine Master Plan, which aims to reconnect fragmented forests using ecological corridors. Another successful example is the Sungai U Eco Viaduct in Pahang. This wildlife crossing allows animals such as elephant and tiger to safely move beneath the highway, reducing roadkill while reconnecting important habitat. Malaysia also protects forests through legislation such as the National Forest Act and Environmental Impact Assessment. In addition, sustainable certification programs such as the Malaysia Sustainable Palm Oil or MSPO encourage more responsible agriculture practice. However, their efforts still face significant challenge. Protect forests can still be designated by state government for development. Wildlife crossing remain limited, and restricted plantation often continue to separate forests rather than reconnect them. To strengthen biodiversity conservation, several improvements should be considered. First, the federal government should increase ecological fiscal transfer, providing financial incentive for state government to conserve forests. Second, wildlife crossing should become a standard feature in future road and infrastructure projects. Third, authorities should expand the use of AI-powered monitoring system, including camera trap and acoustic sensor to detect illegal logging and poaching in real time. Finally, indigenous communities such as the Orang Asli should be empowered as forest guardians. Their traditional ecological knowledge has already proved highly effective in protecting Malaysia forests. Malaysia forests are more than collection of trees. They are living ecosystems that support wildlife, regulate our climate, and sustain human livelihood. Protecting biodiversity requires more than conserving isolated forests. It means reconnecting habitat, strengthening conservation policy, and working together to ensure that future generations inherit forests that are still alive with wildlife. Because when forests remain connected, nature and ultimately humanity has a better chance to thrive.